feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me,
it's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Cowboys and the Hawks, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all...
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And off we go from Seattle.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Willis on the option to the right. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, here's Willis.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A gain of 8 and a first down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they were being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. The new rules are carrying 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Back to throw, Willis.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Willis headed left off the option. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Willis on the option to the right.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that will be incomplete.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 23-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. On the return is Jones. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Willis.
Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Willis. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Willis going to try to run it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Willis to throw on 2nd.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Looking to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Matt Milano. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Pettis on the return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Yeah, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Hurts.
And he rifles one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with
this
our
has certainly
EA
been a
Sports
fun one to watch
report.
so far. We
Here's
knew this was going to be a battle,
Coachman.
and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Okay,
All right,
Brandon,
Coach,
thank you very much.
We
We'll get
welcome
back to you
everyone
and
back
Charles
for
in just a
quarter
minute.
number 3.
Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all
From a yard
started
or
as
two
we
deep,
normally
here comes
do
the return.
on the first Thursday
And
after
only able
Labor
to
Day.
get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hayner. Quick slant to Shakir. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. And Jones will go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Play action, it's Cunningham sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's the option. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
2 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
And they'll try to run the option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 42.
Cunningham. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hayner sets to throw it. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll run again with Benjamin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. On the run is Benjamin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 on the Seahawks 35-yard line.
This is Benjamin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cunningham. That is caught. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now he'll try to run with this. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Right back to Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw is Hayner. He'll swing this out to Moss.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hayner here to throw it.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing. Hayner. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hayner looking to throw.
That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hayner going bootleg here.
Got a man. It's Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Offense.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 34-yard line.
They run it with Benjamin.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Haener looking to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Haener here from the gun. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
It's a throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
On the ground, Benjamin.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:37 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Hayner. Able to complete to Moss.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 8.
Hayner looking to throw.
For a Seahawks.
Complete. Smith has it.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hayner.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Hayner will throw on 1st down.
That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hayner on 1st and 10. And that one too wide and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will,